Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. This is Xander, our kitty. The Ecstatic Yoga kitty cat. He comes and goes. Probably see him a little bit today. We are going to be doing a sun salutation as kind of a warm-up and then a warrior flow. And our focus is on fitness and some strength. A little, if you're hiking or you're doing yoga, swimming or biking, but we're just going to get a little bit of strength in today. It's usually more yin, but I'm feeling challenging myself physically today a little, so I thought I would offer that to you as well. So we're going to get started. We're going to use the sun salutation as a warm-up. So let's come right to our mats. And I'm going to invite you to come to the front of your mat with your feet facing the short edge of your mat. And I'm going to turn just to show you for a moment so you can look. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into our loops, which is with John's friend on Sara Yoga. And I like to use this in the mountain to bring us into a really great postural alignment. So we're going to lift those toes for ankle root and feel a little engagement of the calf and shin root energies. Bring that pelvis neutral, thigh loop, then we'll lift the knees, engaging those quadriceps. Ribs come up a little bit in kidney loop, moving up. And it's going to come all the way. We're going to bring the chin parallel to the floor. We're going to engage those bandhas as we go through those loops. Next loop is going to come up right between the lips, shoulder loop, and it's going to come back. So we're going to feel the shoulders move back and then down the back, down our back. So they're going to drop away from the ears. And then skull loop, strings pulling us up towards the heavens. And just feel that structural alignment as you engage the bandhas. Mula bandha is our pelvic floor. Uddiyana bandha is our hara right here in the solar plexus area. In and up, Jalandhara bandha, the chin comes in and tongue is on the roof of the mouth. And here we are in a very engaged mountain, engaging all those loops, feeling that perfect postural alignment. And I want you to inhale and bring the arms up. I'm going to come back to the front of the mat. And we're going to a little back extended mountain. And on the exhale, arms come down. We're going to hinge at the hips. So stick that tailbone out, hinging at the hips. And then you hinge enough, allow the spine to round. Bringing the hands, to come down onto a block or onto the floor. Relax the head. Maybe a couple of yes, no's, gentle movement. Remember, you never want to move into pain. We always back off when there's pain. If you ever through this practice, especially with this fitness focus, if you ever need to take a break, coming halfway up with the table, half forward fold here, and then exhaling back down. Sit down if you need a break, lay on your back if you need a break, or just stop for a moment, whatever your needs are. Be sure to take care of yourself if you need a break. We're going to inhale, lifting the head, and we're going to bring that right leg back behind us into a nice high lunge. Now you can stay in a low lunge. You can also drop your knee if you like. We're working on a little fitness, so try to challenge yourself into a high lunge. And we're going to come up into that high lunge, pressing that heel towards the earth, bringing that knee right over the ankle, squaring those hips, engaging those bandhas, and let's hold this for a few breaths. Feet are parallel like railroad tracks. Shoulders are relaxed down. Deep breaths into the belly as the bandhas are engaged. Feel the prana move through your body. And we begin to do just a little pumping. Let's see if we can come back a little bit. And forward. You can come across without touching the earth, just letting the hand balance, using the muscles to hold you up. One more breath, and then switching. And if you need a block, come down to a block. Engaging that back thigh. And back up. Squaring those hips, and right over the ankle again. Engaging those bandhas, and 3 more breaths. And on the exhale, bringing the hands down to the mat, taking that left leg back into a nice down dog, into kind of a rest here. Heels and heart are reaching down towards the earth, heads between the hands, strong arms. Engaging those bandhas and breathe. And moving into some walking the dog. To take the left leg and we're going to reach it up to the sky. And we're going to bend that knee and we're going to open up. If you want to move into wild thing, you can bring that foot all the way down. Lift the arm up. And breathe. And coming back up. Beautiful job. Bring that leg all the way up. And let's do a couple knee to elbows. Couple more. When we're bringing that leg down, we're going to take the right leg and bring that up. And then that knee and coming over, either just opening the hip or coming right over into your wild thing. And breathe. One more breath. Reaching up and coming back. Bringing that leg up. And we're going to come to the elbow. Right knee, right elbow. A few pumps. Breath flowing. Energy moving. 2 more times. Up and then down. And we're going to move into a plank position. So I invite you to go into the full plank if you can, or drop the knee into a half plank position because we're going to be doing push-ups. So as many as you can. Just find your push-up. And engage the calves as you do this. Anytime you can come down, come into child's pose. And we're done coming into child's pose and resting. All the energy and attention in towards the self. Great love. Proud of yourself. You totally rock. No one else should ever want to be you. And coming up, and we're going to move into an up dog. So I invite you to just do an up dog for a moment here and allow the thighs to rest on the earth. Restful and relaxed. And whenever you feel ready, you curl those toes and you can lift the body up into a higher up dog. Engaging the quadriceps, engaging the bandhas, and breathe. And on the next exhale, coming back up into downward facing dog. Walking that dog and just relaxing the wrist. Coming back to center, we're going to bring the right leg up, left leg is back. We're going to go into a high lunge on this side. So we're going to simply come straight up into a high lunge. Again, squaring those hips so that left hip might come forward a little to square, pressing the heel back towards the earth. Knee is right over the ankle. The front knee is right over the ankle. Arms are up, shoulders are relaxed down, engaging the bandhas, and let's breathe into the belly. It's just a really gentle, tiny little. And we're going to twist a little bit. We're going to bring this right hand to suspend up. And engage the bandhas and breathe. Inhale, reaching up, fingertips, and going to the other side. If you need a block, use a block. Engage the back thigh and breathe. Couple more breaths. Inhaling up and bringing the hands back down into a nice high lunge. I'm going to bring the back leg forward into forward fold. Resting the head. Half forward fold. Down forward fold. Exhaling. Next inhale. Lifting the head, lifting the heart, coming all the way up. We're going to do one more to breath. Inhale into extended mountain, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold, table. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right leg back, higher low lunge. Exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, the high lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up. Exhale. Uttanasana. Inhale, Tadasana. Mountain pose. Let's bring our hands in front of our heart in Anjali Mudra, closing our eyes, taking this moment to go inward into meditation, allowing yourself to move through the body, breath, Pranamaya Kosha, energy, through to Pratyahara and emotions, the Manamaya Kosha, more expanded, more subtle. Vishnanamaya Kosha, moving into the Anandamaya Kosha, into Samadhi. Allow your mind to be silent and still. Know yourself as everywhere yet nowhere. Everything yet nothing. The belly as you come back. We'll widen up the stance a little for a nice little warrior flow. And we're complete. So we're going to move into warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. The front foot is 90 degrees facing the short edge of the mat. Back leg is 30 to 40 degrees. The heel of the front foot is going straight through the arch of my back. Sometimes people like to line up their heels, but that's okay. Either way, bring the knee over the ankle. It can go back a little bit, but if it goes forward, it starts to put stress on the ankle. So you want to try to keep it from going forward. Back thigh is nice and active and engaged. We're going to, we're in warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. So your hips are facing me. Arms out to the side, both the same length. And we are going to turn the head to gaze out over those front fingertips. Engaging the bandhas, bringing in the breath. Active pose. Holding the pose a little longer, building more strength. You can, right, and challenge yourself more. You can bring that lunge a little lower. Two more breaths. Inhaling on your next exhale, bring your hand to the back of the leg, reaching that front arm up into a reversed warrior, gazing up towards the heavens, engaging the bandhas, and breathe. Is 2 days before 4th of July, so there's some fireworks in the background. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling into our side angle. Very little weight on this hand, our thighs holding us up. We're not leaning our weight into it. Cup the hands, put the hand behind you. Lots of little variations to this, but find out what works good for you and engaging those bandhas and breathe. More breaths. And exhale, bringing that leg straight, a nice rest for that front thigh. Wow, coming into Trikonasana triangle. If you want to use a block, you can come down to a block. Helps keep you should be able to be your whole body in alignment. So if there were two walls, one in front of me, one behind me, I could slip right between, not reaching out in any direction. Engage those bandhas and let's breathe. Two more breaths. And on your next exhale, bring that hand down to the mat or the block. You take that back leg and bring that back leg so it is parallel. It is 90 degrees like the front, parallel like railroad tracks. And we're going to twist into revolve triangle. Viparita, Trikonasana. Opening up the chest, reaching that hand out, and breathe. Engage those bandhas, engage that back thigh. Our leg is still straight with a little micro bend. Back heels pressing towards the earth. Two more breaths. Inhaling, reaching up, fingertips up to the heaven, and exhaling them down. And moving down to, two blocks you can use it, but you can just bring the hands down to the mat and resting the chest in towards the front leg. And breathing into our pyramid. Still engage those bandhas. Next inhale, we're going to move into our Virabhadrasana 1, our warrior 1. Arms up, back heel towards the earth, front knee over the ankle. Hips are square, so they're facing forward now. Arms up, shoulders drop down, gazing forward. Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Connect the hands. Two more breaths. Next inhale, take one step forward with the back leg. Relaxing hands to the side. We're going to move into Virabhadrasana 3. It's a balancing pose. You need a wall or a chair to support you. That's okay. Doing your best. We're going to hinge forward and bring all my weight is in the left standing leg. My right leg is a step behind. Very little weight. I've just got a little weight on the toe here. I'm going to begin to hinge forward. Bring my arms forward. I can have the foot flexed or pointed. Engage the bandhas and breathe. One more breath. And coming down. Good job. Facing forward. We're going to move right into a 5-pointed star. We're going to feel those 5 lines of energy. It's all coming from the solar plexus. Down both legs into both feet. Up, out both arms. And then 1 line of energy straight out to the ground. Engage the bandhas and breathe. Deep breath into the belly. And let's relax the hands down onto the hips. We're going to move into a goddess. And so the first thing I'd like to invite you to do is bring the heels in and the feet are pointing out. Because when we bend the knees, they're going to go over the feet. And I want you to find your squat. Feel where you're at today, how much you want to challenge yourself. You go way down like that. Maybe way, way up like this. Or maybe something. And then bring the arms up. Engage those bandhas and breathe. And adjust that too. If you want to challenge yourself more, if you need to take a little break. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Let's inhale. Come on up. Beautiful job. We're going to stick that tailbone out and we're going to hinge forward. We're going to move into wide leg forward fold. You can use a block for this too, if you like. Come down to a block, or you can just come down straight to the earth. And we're just going to relax. Wide leg forward fold. I'm a little sweaty because it's like 100 degrees out today. Maybe more, I'm not sure. And if you want to do a little side to side stretch, good to your body. Your forward fold. Coming up, you're going to again head, heart, and hinge all the way up. Okay, we're going to move to the other side now. Bringing that back foot 30 to 40, front foot is 90. We are going to do Virabhadrasana 2, so hips are facing me. Front knee is going to be right over the front ankle. Back thighs nice and engaged. Arms out to the side. Facing forward, engage those bandhas. And then turn the head to gaze out over the front and right fingertips. You can find a dristi if you like. Virabhadrasana 2. Breathing into the belly, engage the bandhas. Fold. Be the powerful warrior. Moving in divine action, following your heart, your intuition. Living your life, the joy of the experience with the abundance of self-love, radical self-love. And none of it is ego or pompous. Just love. 2 more breaths. And your next exhale, resting the back hand on the back thigh, reaching the front arm up, keeping that knee right over the ankle, gazing up towards the heaven. Engage the bandhas and breathe in reverse warrior. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling into side angle. Engaging those bandhas and breathe. Keeping those bandhas engaged. Two more breaths. Inhale, reaching into the fingertips. Exhale, straightening that front leg and bringing that arm down to the block or the earth. Reaching. Nice Trikonasana. Front leg, a little micro bend. Engaging those bandhas and breathe. The 4th of July, fitness. Ecstatic yoga. Two more breaths. Inhale, reaching the hands up. And the exhale, moving into Viparita Trikonasana. Revolve triangle. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, coming down into pyramid. Resting the chest on that front leg. Relaxing. Little break here. And we're going to move into our warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Coming up into high lunge with that back. Front foot is 90, back is 30 to 40. Front knee is over the ankle. Find your level of challenge. Hips are squared so that left hip might come a little forward. Square it out. Engage those bandhas and breathe. Facing forward. Powerful warrior. A warrior of self-love. One more breath. And the exhale. Take a step forward with that back leg. And we're going to move into warrior 3. It's a little balance. So if you do need the wall or a table, feel free. Balancing, hinging the hip. Bring that back leg parallel, arms forward. And breathe. One more breath. And coming back. Beautiful. We're going to go into a standing yoga mudra. We're going to do one more asana. We're going to do a boat and some stomach crunches on the boat. So bringing the hands behind, moving forward, and taking a moment to really honor the heart. The heart is higher than the head. The head is lower than the heart. So we're honoring the heart as being our guide, captain of the slave. Not the head, but the heart. And releasing the hands. And we're going to come down to the mat and we're going to move and prepare for a boat. So with boat, we're going to be balancing on these sits bones. And you can go into a half boat, lifting those feet and having those lower legs parallel to the earth, hands behind the knee to hold it. That helps you. Or if you can go into a full, maybe it's a full boat. Engage those bandhas and breathe. More breath. Anytime you can go into half boat. One more breath. And your exhale coming into half boat. Back. Resting. Good job. And the next thing we're going to do is just some crunches, some boat style crunches. And then we'll move into a short savasana to the fireworks. And we're done with our fitness static yoga practice. Okay, so we're going to be balancing on those sits bones. That's it. And we're going to move into crunches. Stop at any time, take a break, and go back into it. Try to go to 100. Lost count. Stop there. You can continue on if you like. Or if you're ready, you can come down onto your back. And I invite you to bring those knees into the chest and rock a little bit. And then getting into a nice savasana pose. Allowing the legs to be separated, feet resting out, hands out. Feeling the whole body relax. All the muscles, all the bones, circulatory system in the heart, the digestive organs, lungs. reproductive system, brain and the nervous system, just relaxing the lymph system. Feeling the energy and aliveness of your heart. And all your awareness and your noticing sensations is practice generated within your being. Giving your body gratitude and love. Good work. Taking a deep breath into the belly, coming back, and coming up to a seated position. So you can hear the noise, fireworks. It's almost 4th of July. Celebrating our freedom. We can travel freely, drive up the mountain, hike, choose our religion, choose everything. We're free. Human beings have freedom. I'm grateful for our Constitution and Bill of Rights in this country that we have these freedoms. We are able to choose body my choice, political preference. Grateful for that freedom. So thank you 4th of July for that. And, there's interesting background music for this fitness ecstatic yoga video. And so grateful for everything. Thank you for joining me. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe runs. I honor the place in you which is of love, light, truth, and peace. When you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for Ecstatic Yoga. Please go to ecstaticyoga.studio and check out more information on our yoga retreats and teacher trainings. Wishing you a most beautiful and most blessed day.